What is up, everybody? I'm Dean, and today I'm super excited to hook you up with the absolute best tools that are designed not just to save you precious time, but also to make your content absolutely pop across every single platform you use. We are diving into something truly different today, an AI powerhouse called Vizard, which is specifically engineered to transform your lengthy, unedited videos into polished, social-ready gold without forcing you to spend agonizing hours cutting clips or shelling out cash for a freelance editor. So, if you are someone who publishes long-form content like deep dive tutorials or extensive podcasts, and you desperately want to scale your reach without completely sacrificing your sanity, you absolutely need to stick around for the next few minutes. You know that familiar sinking feeling when you stare down at hours of raw footage, knowing that somewhere in there lies that one incredible punchy moment you need to share, but finding it feels impossible. I can personally attest to spending entire wasted afternoons just scrubbing back and forth through recordings, painstakingly trying to chop out one decent, shareable 30-second clip that would actually grab attention. But then I discovered Vizard, and honestly, the entire experience felt exactly like stumbling upon an unexpected, game-changing cheat code for content creation, removing all the friction I used to face. Imagine achieving this without needing complex camera setups, without incurring recurring freelance bills every single week, and certainly without any more of that endless, soul-crushing timeline fiddling that nobody enjoys. The process is now wonderfully simple. You just feed your existing long videos directly into the AI, and it intelligently isolates and presents the absolute best, highest performing bits that you actually want to share. Now, I want to break down exactly what Vizard accomplishes and then walk you through some real-world examples so you can clearly visualize how this fits perfectly into your existing creator workflow. I will also take a moment to compare it head-to-head against some of the other tools out there in the market, because yes, there are plenty, and I'll point out exactly where they tend to stumble so you know precisely why Vizard might just be the superior fit for your needs. First up, let's talk about the crown jewel, the auto-editing viral clips feature, which is genuinely the element that does the majority of the heavy lifting for you automatically. You simply upload any long video, whether it's a podcast recording, a detailed tutorial, or an hours-long live stream, and Vizard immediately scans the entire duration to pinpoint those key moments possessing the highest engagement potential, like big emotional beats or particularly funny lines. It then automatically trims and formats those identified sections into perfectly platform-ready clips for TikTok, Reels, or YouTube Shorts, complete with smart aspect ratios and dynamic, burned-in captions, eliminating all the guesswork and manual scrubbing. The AI quite literally surfaces the most viral parts of your content for you, meaning you no longer have to manually search for those needle-in-a-haystack moments that drive viewership. For a concrete example, I took a 40-minute review video I created about a new hair care product, you know the kind, full of that relatable, oh my god, this actually worked energy, and dropped it right into Vizard. Within just a few minutes, the tool suggested multiple high-impact clips ranging from 15 to 45 seconds, effectively pulling out the strongest takes, like the crucial before and after transformation or that one quick tip that made everyone gasp. Furthermore, it intelligently offered different versions simultaneously. One optimized for vertical playback with on-screen subtitles, another perfectly cropped for the standard YouTube Shorts frame, and I could just select my favorites, do a quick caption tweak, and they were instantly ready to post. What truly makes a massive difference to me is that these generated clips never feel awkwardly chopped or robotic. Vizard is brilliant at retaining the original audio context, so the moments feel totally natural, not like bizarrely sliced segments that confuse your audience. That contextual awareness is precisely how you ensure you are capturing genuine engagement, instead of simply generating confusing sound bites that leave your viewers scratching their heads. Next up is the auto-schedule function, which is essentially the holy grail of set-it-and-forget-it automation that every busy creator dreams about having in their toolkit. You simply tell Vizard how frequently you want to publish content, maybe 3 times a week, and the AI automatically queues and schedules those fresh clips across all the social platforms you've connected to the service. It intelligently selects optimal posting windows based on typical audience engagement patterns for your niche. Although you always have the option to plug in your own established schedule if you know what already works best for you, this completely eliminates the chore of manual daily uploads and stops you from that all-too-common scenario where you forget to post on a critical Tuesday because, well, life just happened to get in the way. To be completely honest with you, many other tools attempt to offer scheduling, but they usually leave you stuck doing the hard part, manually selecting the clips and then separately formatting each one for every single platform. Vizard masterfully combines that crucial editing and the subsequent scheduling steps into one incredibly streamlined, singular flow. You upload, you approve, you schedule, and you are instantly done, which is an absolute game changer for consistency. The third major element that elevates this beyond just an editor is the content calendar feature, which transforms Vizard from a handy tool into your actual content command center for the month ahead. Here, you can visually see every single scheduled post laid out, easily move items around on different days, make quick caption edits, swap out a clip instantly, and even preview exactly how a full week or month will look across all your channels. This becomes an indispensable feature for creators who are running multiple channels simultaneously, or for solo operators who simply want to adopt a much more strategic, thoughtful approach to their outgoing content cadence. Consider a real use case where you have a major product launch coming up and you want to execute a steady drip campaign across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube over 2 full weeks. Vizard lets you cue those clips logically. You can schedule the initial teaser first, then follow up with a how-to video and later post user reactions, all managed from that single centralized location without ever having to bounce between various third-party apps. Now, I certainly don't want to stand here and pretend that Vizard is some sort of magic bullet for every single creative task, because there are definitely niche situations where you will still want a highly skilled human editor. For those moments that require very specific, nuanced creative direction or complex cinematic transitions that only a person can perfectly execute, a dedicated editor remains the best choice for that specific project. However, for the sheer day-to-day volume of consistently producing engaging, bite-sized content from your existing long videos, this AI tool is genuinely perfect and unmatched in its efficiency. Let me quickly walk you through the actual step-by-step flow so you can get a tangible sense of just how remarkably easy the entire process is from start to finish. Step 1 is signing up for an account, which is great because they offer a free tier so you can test the waters and see the power for yourself without any initial financial commitment. For step 2, you simply upload your raw, long video file directly, or you can paste a link from platforms like YouTube, and Vizard immediately kicks off its analysis of the audio, video quality, and engagement signals. Step 3 involves choosing your desired output, whether you want to grab the very best highlights specifically tailored for TikTok, collect a batch of great clips for Instagram Reels, or even create stitched compilation shorts from multiple sections. Then comes step 4. You get to review the AI's initial picks, where you have the flexibility to accept them as they are, fine-tune specific text overlays, or even cleverly combine a couple of suggested clips into a more cohesive mini storyline. Finally, for step 5, you make your choice to either schedule the content directly through the platform or export the final files to your desktop for manual distribution, and that truly is the entire end-to-end process. To give you a concrete behind-the-scenes example, imagine you recorded a 50-minute live stream all about advanced productivity hacks, and Vizard immediately scans it to find a crisp 20-second segment where you drop a truly neat, quotable piece of advice. It instantly creates a vertical clip for you, complete with a compelling hook and perfectly synchronized subtitles, and then suggests ideal posting times throughout the following week for maximum impact. Once you give that one clip the final approval, it goes out, while Vizard simultaneously recommends 2 strong follow-up clips from the same stream, spaced out strategically so your audience sees a satisfying, steady drip of valuable content. This systematic approach is precisely how successful creators maintain high audience engagement and continuous visibility without having to work non-stop every single day of the year. Now, I must quickly compare this to other tools. Specifically, those AI avatar creators you've likely seen that promise highly polished synthetic UGC-style videos, which are cool for polished ads, but often miss the long-form repurposing game entirely. Those avatar tools are fantastic for creating polished ad creatives or synthetic talent demonstrations, but they are fundamentally a different use case compared to extracting value from your authentic, recorded hours of content. Then you have traditional editing suites that are incredibly powerful, but often carry a high price tag and demand a significant amount of painstaking manual input from a skilled operator for every single short clip. Vizard beautifully occupies that sweet spot. It is hyper-focused on the most needed task, long-form repurposing, while aggressively automating all of the most tedious and time-consuming steps involved. Some common pain points I hear about competing. Repurposing tools include outrageous pricing models based on per export fees or per minute charges, poor handling of cross-platform formatting requirements, or forcing you into one rigid template that makes all your content look identical. In contrast, Vizard offers refreshingly straightforward pricing. Its AI intelligently adapts the output to meet each platform's specific technical specs, and the resulting clips genuinely feel varied and native to the intended channel. Also, critically, while some competitors restrict you to being solely a desktop application or only working with pre-recorded, uploaded clips, Vizard integrates the entire creative loop, edit, schedule, and calendar, which drastically reduces frustrating platform hopping. Let's address authenticity for a moment, because many people worry that AI-generated clips will sound fake or overly manufactured, but my testing shows that Vizard's clips feel completely real because they strictly use your existing audio context. The AI isn't inventing new dialogue or creating fake audience reactions. It is meticulously finding the very best moments that already exist in the content you've already produced, thereby perfectly preserving your unique voice. Here are a couple of quick pro tips for when you first start using it. First, Keep your raw recordings as natural as possible because the AI excels at spotting those unscripted, genuine gems. Second, absolutely use the suggested captions as your starting foundation, but always take a moment to tweak them slightly so they perfectly match your personal tone and unique way of communicating with your followers. And finally, practice batch uploading. Drop an entire week or even a month's worth of your long recordings into Vizard at once. Let it surface a massive queue of potential clips, and then you just polish and schedule them in one dedicated session. To make this super concrete, here is a quick demo script snippet you could imagine Vizard generating from that hair care review I mentioned earlier. Ever felt like no matter what you try, your hair still looks dead? Same here, until I use this shampoo. The tool would then take that exact segment, automatically add dynamic subtitles, and crop it perfectly for a high-performing TikTok video, all without you ever needing to pick up another piece of editing software or reshoot anything. To quickly wrap this all up, Vizard stands out as a complete, all-in-one AI repurposing studio, specifically for creators who are serious about scaling their distribution without falling victim to burnout. It is incredibly fast, remarkably smart at finding value, and crucially, it ensures that the content hitting the web still feels authentically like it came from you, the original creator. If you are currently juggling those massive long videos and desperately want significantly more short-form reach without the expense of hiring an editor or wrestling with a complicated tool chain, you owe it to yourself to give Vizard a genuine try. Jump onto that free tier today. Run a batch of your oldest recordings through the system and just let the AI actively surface the absolute gold medal moments that you were probably missing out on before. If this detailed breakdown of the tool has genuinely helped you see a path to more content with less work, please do me a huge favor by liking this video, sharing it with a fellow creator, and subscribing so you don't miss future deep dives. I'm committed to constantly finding the software and techniques that truly help creators like us get far more done with significantly less stress, and I will definitely catch you all in the next video when I find the next big thing. And hey, if you do end up trying Vizard out this week, please come back and tell me in the comments what incredible clips the AI automatically found for you. I genuinely want to see the magic in action across all your different niches.